Right, anything, or you just shade it?
No, you're just shading. We're just going to shade. So we see our first line tells us that x is greater than or equal to 0. And so I'm going to go to where x is 0. Is it going to be a solid or a dashed line? Solid. Oh, we have to draw in ours here, don't we? I missed it. Just a mess.
They're all solid.
Alright, so there's my x equals 0 line. And it said it's greater than or equal to 0. So which side am I going to shade? To the left or to the right?
The right.
To the right. And of course you can pick a point that's on this side if you wanted to, and you would just plug the x value in. And then y is greater than or equal to 0. Again, it's going to be a solid line. And since y is greater than or equal to 0, am I going to shade above or below it? Above it. So can you already see kind of where about our solution is going to end up at?
So somewhere above.
Yeah, it's going to have to be somewhere in that first quadrant, right? Because that's where those two overlap. But now we're going to get even more specific.
You're going to get mad at me because this part needs to get mad. I don't know the numbers of the quadrants.
No, that's okay. So it's quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's like you write the letter C. Okay? If you write the letter C.
Why did Candy never tell us that? Yeah.
So.
Mr. Lawrence didn't like me, so.
Okay, so now let's look at the y is less than or equal to x plus 1. It's already solved for y. So we know our slope. We know our y-intercept. Is it going to be a solid or dashed line?
Solid.
So, okay.
Why'd you put what? You felt the need to sing that? The B is the y-intercept, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why I couldn't remember that.
All right, well, let's pretend I hit that last point because that line was determined not to touch it for me. All right, and I've got to pick a point that's not on that line.
0, 0.
Okay. I'll plug it in. 0 is less than 1, which is true. So that means we will shade towards the 0, 0, which is below it. And so right now I can see that my solution is right here in this area, right? And I'm going to erase the circle that I'm drawing there, so don't draw it on yours. I'm just showing you.
It's half the.
All right, and then our last equation, 4x plus 3y is less than or equal to 12. We got to solve for y. We're going to use our slope and our y-intercept to graph. And?
Do you switch the direction of the sign no matter what if it's dividing, or only if it's dividing a negative number?
Only if by negative. Okay, we can see this one has the equal to on it, so it's going to be a solid line.
So you always go to the right, right? I'm trying to think of that. If we were doing like the line, like the 4/3 thing, rise over room,
Mm-hmm.
you always go to the right.
I usually do, yeah. I'll start out, I'll go up or down. So it was a -4, so I went down 4, right 3. I usually put my negative on top. But I could have, you notice I did, I went back up then and I went up 4, left 3. Alright, pick a point not on the line. So 0, 0. Alright, so we're plugging in 0, 0.
Oh my god, yours is worse. I even did different patterns. Yeah, I think I made it worse. Still did patterns.
Is 0 less than or equal to 12?
Yes. I believe so.
Yes. So that means it would be included. So we're going to shade kind of below it or to the left of it. Now, we got to find where it has all 4 of our shading. Which, yeah, it's not quite a triangle, so be careful. Because remember, the first one is greater than or equal to, x is greater than or equal to 0, so. But it is in this little house-looking thing there, right? So there's our solution.
We have homework due tomorrow or tonight?
Tomorrow. So look at number 5. Promoters of a rock concert must sell at least 25,000 tickets priced at $35 and $50 per ticket. Furthermore, the promoters must take in at least $1,025,000 in ticket sales. The concert venue has 45,000 seats. Find and graph a system of inequalities that describes all possibilities for selling the $35 and $50 tickets. All right. So, let me see if I can scoot that up any, maybe. Nope, I was already up there. It's already at it. All right, so, what do we know?
They must at least sell 25,000.
Okay, so what kind of tickets are they selling?
The $5 ones or $50?
The $35 and $50. So let's let X be what, the number of $35 tickets, and Y be the number of the $50 tickets. So in that case, the number 35 and the number of 50 has to be greater than or equal to 25,000. All right, what else do we know? They have to have it. Okay, the 45,000 seats, is that something we need to know?
No, it's irrelevant.
Well, not really irrelevant. It means we can't sell any more than that, okay? But we're not going to worry about that yet. Yeah, they need to bring in $1,025,000. So how are they going to get that money? The tickets. So it's $35 for a $35 ticket, and it's $50 for a $50 ticket. And we have to sell, it says at least, so it means greater than or equal to the $1,025,000.
Has anything been figured out with the dual credit free cal?
I haven't heard anything else on it.
She needs to get back to you soon.
I should.
All right, so I'm going to work this first one here. I'm not going to graph until I get done because I need to look at my scale. So I'm going to solve both of these for Y because I need to put in my axes there.
Axes.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you say it like that?
Because it's, what do you say, axes?
Axis.
No, it's,
The axis.
I was always taught that it's pronounced axes.
Like the word deer.
So,
Deers.
Stop. Does. Bears.
There's some deers over there.
I don't like
What's wrong with you saying it like that?
We were playing Chubby Bunny last night with all the marshmallows.
Ladies, y'all need to be working.
I'm working.
So I instead of saying Chubby Bunny, I said, hey, brother.
Was Russ in there?
All right, so no negative ticket sales, no negative
What does they go next?
amount of money, so everything's positive, so first quadrant. So we've got to come up with some type of scale here. So looking at my y-axis, I need to go up to, what, 25,000? So let's see, I may have to come back and start over. I'm just going to try some numbers. So it's 10,000, 20,000, 26,000. That'll work. If I do each one of them is 2,000. So these are going to be in thousands.
Yes.
Yes.
I kind of had to label it up towards the top there.
Oh, well, dang it. I don't know.
And then my X was the number of $35 tickets, so that's going to be my label for my Y. And so,
Let's do fives.
you know what? I labeled that wrong. This is,
Oh, no.
yeah,
I'm using.
sorry. What was Y? It's not my sales. What is Y?
Why is it ticket?
It's the $50 tickets, isn't it?
Well, it says right there.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, Kylie.
That was just, she was asking, so I was like, I don't really know the answer, but. Who called that out?
Her scholarship.
Oh, dang, we're done. We're all just like,
All right.
"Oh, she's right."
And so, and these are all in thousands. So I'm just going to use the same scale going across the bottom. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
What did Rylan send the history group message?
Wait, is this going by twos?
Yeah, I did them by twos.
Literally, are you? I can't be in first graders anymore. I need to get out.
All right, so for the first one here,
So I can keep the numbers the same on the line or whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so my y-intercept is 25,000. I can't go down one, right one, like it says, but I know I'm going to go down so many and write the same number then, correct? So what if I go down, I don't know, 3,000, so I'd go right 3,000.
Why not?
Okay, I could do 2,000.
So wait, what's the green dot indicating?
That is the y-intercept of the equation on the left. That's why I did the little squiggle underneath it in green,
Where do you see a green dot?
right?
It's on the
line.
black.
No,
There.
What number is that?
That's, oh, it's not 25,000 like it's supposed to be though. Thank you. It's right here. I was one up too many. It's supposed to be 25,000.
Not 26.
All right, so she asked, why don't we go down 2,000, right 2,000? I can do that.
All the way down.
We're going down 1.
2. 2,000.
Technically, it's 2,000.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says -1.
It is. Well, it's -1. It's down 1, right 1, but our things are by thousands. So we had to pick.
Oh.
the same number, one over the other. Hold on, let me turn that back on. Okay, so, and my line is going to be solid.
I mean, I can see it too.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna leave it,
And I can pick a point not on the line.
Imagine just laying down.
So it's not included, so shade away from it.
Kind of reminds me of like a heartbeat. Little monster thing.
So then I'm going to shade my next one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
This one's a little harder to pick a scale for it because it's -7/10.
So does this start at?
So we could actually do -7,000 over 10,000. That'd give us a couple points.
Where does this start?
What?
20,000.
At 20,500, where I have the pink dot up there, just above the 20. So if I go down 7,000, that would be 2, 4, 6, 7, somewhere right in here. And then right 10,000.
This is gonna be.
I don't know why I actually put the point there. I meant to just put a little dash. Tell me I'm going across there.
Wait, how did you count that?
This is 2, 4, 6, and about 1,000 more, about halfway.
Gosh.
I don't like
So 2, 4, 6,
2, 4, 6,
and so,
and 500 more.
and then, yeah, and then 10,000. And I'm just going to have to line it up on those points there.
That was terrible.
Pick a point not on the line.
Why did you do 4 lines and then 3 lines?
Alright, so I pick 0, 0. I'm going to plug it in.
Except mine's not overlapping it.
They should cross. They should intersect.
How many did you do over?
10,000.
Okay, so we shade above it.
Yep, that's not true. So yeah, we're going to shade above.
I put it in the wrong line. Oops. I'm just gonna go with it. I don't think I'll do this one.
So my intersection is kind of, my, I guess I should say solution, is all in this area.
What?
Oh my god.
That's so deep. What is that?
That is my marker. So I don't take forever to shade.
Impressive.
And there's our solution.